Hello, welcome to my podcast, Furuta Japan to the World. Hi, I'm Masaya, Japanese entertainer. This podcast delivers you smile and sometimes knowledge. The biggest two purposes of this podcast are to share the humor of Japanese radio and mine, and to improve my English through this podcast. I will try to do this podcast enjoyable with you. So let's get started. Hello, my listeners. I hope you are feeling strange because I changed the name of this podcast from last time. The previous name is Furuta Masaya's Radio. But now, the new one is Furuta Japan to the World. I changed because for me the previous one sounds boring. Just name and then radio. Yeah, I like simple style, but for me it's kind of boring. Now I changed it because I like my family name. So actually Furuta is my surname. So I like my family. And I like also Japan, and one of my dreams is to be worldwide person, to be international. So the meaning of this name is from Furuta family to Japan, from Japan to the world, like that. That's it. I like this name, and I hope you like it. So, did you hear the last episode? We talking with two Slovak friends, like talking about Slovakia and playing game, Mission Impossible game. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I recommended the second part. If you are so busy, I recommend the second part because the second part is kind of so stupid, and I love the stupidness. As I told you, the purpose of this podcast is to share the atmosphere of Japanese radio. The key of Japanese radio is to be stupid, I think. Of course, not all of Japanese podcasts, not all of the Japanese podcasts for Japanese radio, but my taste is stupid one. So that's why I like it. I prefer the second part. Today, I also have two parts, like chatting part and gaming part. So let's move to the first part.
I don't believe in aliens. I believe in Furuta Masaya's radio.
Okay, I will start the first part. The first part is Masaya went Italy trip. So 1 week ago, I went Italy as a trip. I was traveling with my Japanese friend, and this trip was for 10 days, around 10 days. But I felt really short. Yeah, I need more time for the trip, I think. And in detail, I traveled 4 cities: Venice, Milan, Florence, and Rome. So now I will talk my opinion about these trips. So I will start with Venice. I can say Venice is a photographic place, the most photographic, I think. Everywhere I can take good photo, you can take good photo, and I spend a lot of time of taking photo actually. Venice, I prefer Venice in 4 cities because basically I pursued the unusual life in the trip, and Venice is not for the life. I felt Venice is not for the life, for the sightseeing, for the travel. So I really felt unusual life. This is the key of my trip. Yeah, as I told you. So that's why I like it. In addition to that, the spirit Spritz is also attractive for me. I really love Spritz and I'm so missing it now. I can say it is one of my best drinks. Yeah, sorry, I said one of the because I also love umeshu. It is a Japanese drink. Ume is fruit, so it's kind of fruit alcohol. But for me, the spritz and umeshu are the best two drinks for me in my life. And so Venice was the first place of this trip, and after Venice, I drank spritz several times, even if we are not in Venice. So I really recommend to drink spritz. It's so good. Okay, next city is Milan. Milan is typical city for me. So actually the city didn't surprise us. I mean, it's so big city, and actually my friend really wanted to buy sunglasses, so we enjoyed a lot for shopping. So the Milan is good city for shopping and maybe for nightlife. And then for me, it is interesting that they are full of music. When I worked in the city center, I heard a lot of music, and I think there are a lot of street performers. So that's why I heard a lot of music. It reminded me Disneyland. The atmosphere kind of similar with Disneyland. I'm not exaggerating. In this time I felt Disneyland. But to be honest, that's it for the Milan. Maybe if I'm interested in museum, maybe I could have seen more stuff in Milan, but unfortunately I'm not so interested in museum, so that's why Milan is just city for me. But in Milan I have a lot of friends, and I really enjoy the time with friends, so it is worth going there for me. The third city is Florence. In Florence, of course, I ate amazing steaks. I can say that these steaks is the best. Not one of the. Yeah, I really loved it. Actually, it's kind of expensive, but I can't say it's not expensive because we ate 1 kilograms. I think for steaks we paid like 70 or 80 euros for 1.5 kilograms of steak, so not so expensive. I think I have to go again, and I can basically when I go travel to the same place I purchase the food, so I will go again maybe. Except for the steaks, actually I don't like so much, but my friend really likes the atmosphere of Florence. He said this city is cool. Actually I didn't feel the sympathy with him, but I love these steaks. Okay, the fourth city is Rome. I think Rome is the most historical city. I recommend you prepare the guide because when you get more information about Rome, it will be more interesting, more enjoyable, I think. For me, for tourists, I think this city is kind of annoying or dangerous. I mean, for tourists, if you like typical tourist, because when I went to the sightseeing spot, so my appearance is like wearing sunglasses with camera and with Japanese face. So a lot of people came close and tried to sell something we sing hey Japanese, hey Korea, hey Chinese. Like that. Yeah, I could ignore that, but too much, so it's kind of annoying. And except for the sightseeing sport, we saw several times. For example, receptions of hotel call us Chinese in the phone call with colleagues. So they don't care we are Chinese or Korean or Japanese. We don't care any nationality of Asian. So in the Vatican Cathedral, junior high student said me Squid Game. And in the train, 2 women tried to rob my stuff from my bag. Actually, they opened the zipper of my bag, and one girl tried make me look up. So where is the Colosseum station like that? So a lot, too much problem for me. So now I recommend you to be with Italian friends, because when I was with them, Italian friends, nobody came close, so no problem. Nobody came close and nobody said anything about Asian. So I felt it was magic. Yeah, so I really recommend you to be Italian friends. If you like typical tourist, as I told you, and I felt if I live in Italy, I have to study Italian and get used to this life. Actually, until this trip, one of my dreams is to live in Italy, but now I'm feeling almost impossible to endure this situation. I felt I cannot stand in this situation. Sorry, I complained about the bad aspect of Roma, but in total it was so nice. Actually, the Colosseum and the ruin around the Colosseum was so nice. I love it. Yeah, it was amazing. I couldn't imagine that. Oh, and I have to talk about carbonara, like that, but I don't know. And it was nice also, but it was kind of heavy for me for the first time. One surprising point is they are not using cream sauce. Instead of cream sauce, they're using cheese. In Japan, basically we use cream sauce, so I expected more light, but the actual one is so heavy because they're using cheese, the actual cheese. So but I love the meat of the cheek of pork. I'm sorry, I forgot the name, but it was so nice. I like it. So I felt that it's heavy. It was heavy. I felt the carbonara was heavy, and I also felt it kind of addicting food. I think the way of addicting food is like first feeling heavy, second miss this heaviness, and then go to restaurant. The third, get used and fall in love. I don't know the theory of that, but in Japan they have also heavy ramen. So like carbonara, and a lot of addicted people for all the heavy ramen. So I think the same thing is happening in Italy, I think. So next time to eat carbonara, I have to be careful to avoid addicted. Okay, like that. So I really like the experiences in Roma. So in total, for cities, in short, I think Venice is good for eyes, and Milan is for me good for ears because there are a lot of music, and Florence is good for tongue, mouth. They have good. I really love the steaks. And Roma is good for brain. They have a nice history, long history. So, I felt like that. Yeah, it was nice trip for me. well, it will be one of the most memorable trip in my life. Thank you, Italy and my friend. I really enjoyed it. I'm from the future. Where are you from?
Wait! I am also from the future!
Then I guess all three of us are.
Masaya's radio.
From the future. This is the second part. The second part is I want to sing the Eminem song. Ooh. So one of my favorite movies is 8 Mile. 8 Mile is about the life of Eminem, and after watching it, I became the fan of the Eminem, and I think 2 years ago the most often listened music was Eminem songs in the Spotify. Yes, like that. I really liked Eminem, but it is too difficult to sing it. But I think if I can sing this Eminem song, it means I'm really good at English, right? So I will start the practice singing the Eminem song from today. Now I decided, and I will show the process. I will show the improving my singing. So now I will show the 0 point, the first day of the singing the Eminem song, and I chose the Lose Yourself because it is the song of 8 Mile. So basically I started, and I don't think the full part is too difficult, so I will start one part like until 1 minute. So yeah, let's try. I will show you my skills. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Look, if you had one shot, one opportunities to see everything you have related in, one moment, will you capture it? Just let me say, yo. His own problems are things out of wonder heavy, all of the world, the farms are perfect, and then no service, songs already, dropped and forgetting it. But the wonder and all the right, was not down, talking now. He's on being and joking now, the clock now, and I'm over. So back to the also about gravity, not below, charity, not in the reality, not in no, and this is so. No one, no love, not at all. What is all that? No man, not be more, but not this my team. No, the art that shit. That's your chance. On the hands. You lose it all. It's a music and moment. You the pain and then I made it go. You need more chat to my to me. You know, you know, to the lifetime. You video, it's music and moment. You wanna see the man I made it go. You did it all right, but it's not the bro. Opportunity come once in a lifetime. Yo. Hey, yo. How was my laugh? I know it was terrible, but I'm so looking forward to seeing my improving. I hope I can sing this song perfectly, and I will be rap star. Yo. I'm Masaya Food. I'm in bachelor from the future. I'm so calm like a furniture. Yo, 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 yo. Hey. Now I'm feeling embarrassed, so I will finish this part. Oh, I have one memory about Eminem songs because I trained listening skill with Eminem songs for TOEFL test. My strategy was like, if I got used to high-speed English, it would be perfect. But actually, it didn't work. From this training, like of listening Eminem songs, I got only skill to catch the bad words like fuck, motherfucker, bitch, or so. So unfortunately, one day it caused a bad effect. So one day I talked with foreigners in Japan, and the conversation is like, where is your hometown? Where are you from? So I said my hometown. So I'm from Ishikawa Prefecture. So my hometown is like island, not actual island, but my hometown has a sea. So my friend said like, oh, your hometown has a lot of beach. But in this time I listened a lot of Eminem song and I got used to catch the bad word. So I misheard and I reacted like, you said bitch? But he said beach. So like in this time I felt so embarrassed and yeah. From that I quit studying with this training. The point of this memory, I don't recommend you to listen the Eminem song for studying, for training listening skills. I'm sure I don't recommend. It will cause a problem with conversation in English. Okay, so I will finish this part. I will practice and I will record the rap. I will record my singing, and I will put my rap I don't know, the between of the part or the end. I don't know. Anyway, but I will put the song each episode. So stay tuned. No, if you are interested in, please listen it. But basically, you should skip this part. Okay, so thank you for listening my struggle singing. But in the future will be very, very good rap. Oh my gosh! Where is my glasses? Where is my glasses? I cannot find. It's in your mind. Masaya's radio. Thank you for listening to my podcast, Furuta Japan to the World. I hope you enjoyed it. I felt difficulty to speech, to talk alone. Yeah, I will keep it and I have to improve it. Maybe this time is not so good, but the next time I will improve. So I hope you follow it. You follow my podcast. Thank you and see you next time. And I hope you will be my guest of this podcast. Yeah, it is easy to make podcast with guests. So I really need it. I really need for guest. Thank you. Bye.